Alrighty guys, video time. Now, I come from a bit of a golf background on this YouTube channel, so there might be the odd golf video. Now, how I'm going to bring this golf video around for everybody to relate to is this. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Live Golf, which according to some people, Blood Money Golf, according to other people, it's a Renegade Golf League. According to a pure golf fan like me, it's enjoyment because I get to get access to players and golfers and whatever that we normally wouldn't be able to see. Got a building work going on behind me. Try and speak up as loud as I can. Anyway, side note, a bit of grey going on, look at that. Anyway, main point to take out of this video so far is Australia gets absolutely nothing in terms of golf. Really, we don't. Before Live Golf, we got the occasional decent golfer coming around, but for the most part we don't. The PGA is on the Northern Hemisphere primarily. We pretty much just get scraps. Now Live Golf, regardless what you think, brought to us a lot better golfers, a competition, blah blah blah. No, this is not about what Live Golf means to you in terms of politically. This is just from a sporting point of view. Now I'll insert a little 45-second montage of the latest Live Golf event, the new golf event in South Africa.
One of the greatest players on the planet. He took on an entire nation on home soil, and this remarkable golfer has beaten everyone. The emotion of the moment is...
And look at that. Now, once again, unless you've been living under a rock, you've seen Live Golf in Adelaide and how huge it is. Now, if you've been to a golfing event in this country, PGA Australia or something like that, it's not bad. It's pretty subdued. It is what it is. It's a PGA golf event. I'll play the video right now. This will be for me to edit right now to put the video in. But anyway, so you probably watch that so you can clearly see what golf means to people. And my point of this is that, just let the car go past. But anyway, my point of this is that, and how I'm going to bring it back to you now if you're still here. Live Golf is finding a gap in the market in their industry, which is golf, right? And they're going to places that generally don't get it. Now, the same way you can look at Chinese cars are filling in a gap, the same way you can look at other industries are filling in the gap, it's happening. And what I'm trying to say is, for so long, we've been told what we can take and what we can have by the big guys in the industry, right? Don't mean to be gender specific, big people in the industry, whatever. But anyway, what Live Golf is doing is bringing a product to places which primarily don't normally get it, and you're seeing people want it, which makes me wonder and try to understand why is it that, and I suppose somebody said before in a comment before a few days ago, we get what we're given and we just have to take it and that's it. And I think what's finally happening of say Live Golf, for example, is that we're getting a product that we don't normally get, and places like Adelaide, South Africa and other places are actually relishing and they're turning up and they're loving it, because they've woken a sleeping giant, which is people that have been so far just, we don't care about you, you know what I mean? Like certain cities and stuff like that, we just don't care about, we don't go there. So it's kind of like, you know, like when you come to Australia, you either go to Sydney or, you know, Australia Zoo, there's spots people go to, Bondi, for example, the beach, which primarily when you think about it, there are so many other greater spots in the world, no disrespect to Bondi or Australia Zoo. What I'm trying to say is there's so many different places you can go to, but we're just conditioned to go to the same places. And what I'm trying to bring it back to, if you're still here, it's a rant. I don't even know where this video is going. There's no, look at the ground, there's no script, I'm just talking. So what I'm trying to say here is that Live Golf, and forgive me if you're not a golfing fan, what I'm trying to bring around to you is say this, is that, side note, I made that little fence there. So my wife got a Pinterest board and I made that out of hardwood. I digress, where was I? Live Golf, what it's doing is showing you a gap in the market, and there's people that want this product. And the more the people from the PGA say it's shit, it's blah, it's fucking terrible, blah, blah, well, look at what I just showed you, these videos of South Africa, right? Now, Adelaide has the exact same thing. Now, places which have always had the product, like PGA have always gone to certain places, the crowd are pretty average at the moment. They have a few big places like the Waste Management Open in Arizona. That's more about drinking. But my point of this is, certain places get taken for granted for so long, for sporting events, for anything really, that when something new comes along, people get behind it. They want to, because look, at the end of the day, I really want to go to Live Golf Adelaide. I'm based in Brisbane, or in Sunny Coast Hinterland, and one day I want to go when the stars align, and I really want to go. But you watch it, my wife and I sit there and watch it pretty much watch the entire event. So how I'll try and close this video is that, let's say it this way. When people are so used to getting a product in certain areas, they take it for granted, and it leaves behind people that don't get a product, and we watch it on TV. And what you can see in these videos that I've just shown you in South Africa, and it happened in Adelaide once again, is that people clearly want something. And when it's brought to them, they love it. And what you see is hate, in my opinion, hate and disrespect from other people who generally have had that product before, and they poo-poo it or they call it terrible, right? Because they've had it for so long. And what you're seeing now is raw honesty and feeling and emotion from people that want to see things, but they don't. Because other people who yell at them for or abuse them for saying it's shit house, it's terrible. You've had yours. It's time for us to watch it for our turn. So yeah, so if you're not a golfer, I've tried to make this video understand as best as I can. But I suppose in a nutshell, it's kind of like Live Golf, like other products and other businesses, they've found a way to find a gap in the market for people who want something who are told you can't have it. And I think, like the Chinese vehicle market, for example, have found a gap for people who want utes who can't afford an 80 grand Hilux, but they can afford a $40,000 or a $35,000 Great Wall. Fucking flies. They can afford a $35,000 or $40,000 ute. Now, to be honest, if you look at a ute from behind, you see a tray back, you don't see a logo, you just see a 1-ton tray back. I don't think people care as long as it's carrying it. But because we're conditioned for brand names, we poo-poo it. Jeez, I'm really ranting now. Anyway, we're almost up to 6 minutes. This will be the end of the video. My video in a nutshell, it's good to see other people out there, other companies going to places they don't normally go to, because it allows people to experience new things for the first time. And unless you've got no emotion, watching like 100,000 people sing the South African national anthem at a golf course, that is quite unique. You've got to admit that, and it's good to see. Until tomorrow.